Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. I am Mike, and today we are going to take a look at Energy Web Token. We're going to go through what it is, some case studies. We're also going to take a look at the key personnel behind Energy Web Token, and finally we're going to end up having a look at the price action. But before we do any of that, can I please ask you to like and subscribe to Crypto Warehouse, turn the notifications on, and help us grow the channel. We are nearly at 300 videos. So back to Energy Web Token. So let's take a look at their mission statement. Energy Web is a non-profit organisation to try and help accelerate the move and transition of energy by developing Web3 technologies. I'm not sure about that. So this basically goes through the concepts of why Web3 and blockchain can benefit businesses. It explains that you have accountability, you have immutability. The network is actually decentralized as well, which is interesting. If we take a look at their history, the project isn't something new. It's actually been going now for almost 4 years. It was created by a group of organizations, which we'll get onto in a minute. And what they're trying to do is they are trying to create a solution that helps companies track their energy and carbon usage. That's what they try and do in a nutshell. However, they have wrapped everything they do up in an awful lot of jargon. So the first press release of any note was June 2019. Basically explains what we've just been talking about, that it is an open source enterprise blockchain solution for the energy sector. Jesse Morris, who's now the CEO, who was at the time the CCO, he explains that the chain, it allows them to see and track their energy usage. So this is basically all about allowing companies to go green. Now, one name might stand out to you on their projects list, and that is Ripple. So let's take a quick look at the agreement with XRP. And today the XRP Ledger Foundation, Ripple and Energy Web announced the decarbonisation of the XRP Ledger, the first widespread decarbonisation of a public blockchain addressing a significant environmental challenge for blockchain technologies around the world. Now, if we actually dive into this and read a bit further, what have they actually done? Well, they have tried to find energy solutions from around the world, including the UK and America, to decarbonise the ledger for 1 year. So this isn't a long-term solution, this is a 1-year solution. Now my question on this really is this a vanity project by Ripple? Is this something to grab the headlines? Or is this something they're trying to do moving forward? Because I haven't found any evidence of them still using this. So I wouldn't say this was a red flag, just more of a concern. If we take a look at the energy origin, what they are trying to do is provide you with a platform for you to track and trace your energy usage and source it from green, sustainable solutions. So now we know a little bit about the company, what they're trying to do. Let's actually take a look at the token itself. So the EWT is the native cryptocurrency of the Energy Web chain. And by using the Energy Web decentralized operating system, you need to spend Energy Web tokens to power your usage of the blockchain. One thing that Energy Web does use is POA, proof of authority, which basically means that they only require a certain number of nodes to validate the blocks rather than the entire chain. Now, the aim of Energy Web and its blockchain, for me, it's trying to do too much and trying to change the world in too big a way. If you scroll down, what they're trying to say here is that the entire production and usage of energy is fragmented, which of course it is. It's distributed across the world. However, yes, the technology is there to make changes to allow for more accountability and green energy sources. It has to be done on a macro level. What I mean by this is it has to be done on a country by country or continent by continent level. So for example, the EU or the United States of America or South America. It cannot be done on a company by company scale, because it's not going to have any impact whatsoever on climate change, decarbonisation and green energy use. So without going into too much depth, there are 3 prongs to the Energy Web solution: asset management, data exchange and green proofs. Green proofs we have kind of already looked at, where it allows you to audit the source of your energy. Data exchange allows you to seamlessly exchange between parties, and asset management allows you to keep a track of what assets you currently have on your books, which of course are audited. So now let's take a look at some of the key personnel within Energy Web, and let's start with Jesse Morris. As we mentioned previously, Jesse was the CCO in 2019 and he has now become the CEO. If we take a look at Jesse's LinkedIn profile, the one thing that strikes me about Jesse, his career has been focused on green energy and sustainability. So for me, we're talking about somebody that really knows the industry inside out and really has a grasp on what needs to be done to produce a greener energy and decarbonise the industries that he's trying to help. The next chap I'm going to take a look at is Walter Koch, and the reason I have chose Walter is, although he's only the strategic advisor, if we take a look at his LinkedIn profile, you will find out that he was the COO and CEO of Energy Web before it was handed over to Jesse. Now, this is where things get interesting for me, because Energy Web Token to green project, but what you'll find is that Walter Koch has a background of banking and not a background of producing clean energy or being in industries, should I say, involved with green energy. So what does this say to me about Walter and Energy Web? Well, it gives me the impression that this has been set up to actually monetize green energy and decarbonisation rather than actually decarbonise and use green energy. So now we've looked at Energy Web Token, we've looked at what they do, we've looked at some case studies and we've looked at some personnel. Let's have a quick look at the price action. So as you can see, as with the majority of tokens in the crypto industry, it has had a peak at roughly $20 and is currently trading at a little over $2. So we've had a drawdown of around 90% of its value. This is not unusual. This does not have a red flag on it. Most projects are down 90 to 95%. That's what happens during a bear market. Does this mean I value this project over others? No, it does not. What it means is that everything floats with Bitcoin, everything drops with Bitcoin. If we have a quick look at TradingView, you'll see that the POC is currently at $2.90 and we're currently sitting at $2.62. There is nothing to suggest to me that this coin is going to take off. So what are my thoughts on Energy Web and Energy Web Token? I think this project is trying to do too much. I think they are trying to build a platform that is trying to integrate too many moving parts. Unless this is adopted by governments around the world, it is not going to work. What it does do is it gives companies who join Energy Web a green tick. And what I mean by that is it ticks the green box that they can use this token to decarbonize their businesses. Yes, there are benefits to the blockchain. Yes, there are benefits to asset management. A lot of this makes sense. However, it doesn't make sense to have it as a non-profit organisation. It makes sense for this to be a government-driven project. So would I invest in Energy Web Token? Well, first of all, none of this is financial advice. You need to do your own research, and I cannot tell you whether to buy this coin or not. However, what I can do is tell you whether I would buy this coin, and I certainly would not. There is nothing to motivate the price action on this coin. It is not attached to the price of carbon. It is not attached to anything within the market. So this is not an investment if you are expecting a return. This is a token that really gives you no actual benefit from holding it. You are not a company trying to decarbonize. You're not a company trying to go green. So in conclusion, I wouldn't touch Energy Web Token. I don't see anything that will put the price up past its all-time high, which was $20. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to Crypto Warehouse, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.